Hey everybody, welcome to Come on My Couch. I'm your host, Jackie Brown, and thank you for watching. I know you probably missed me last week. That's because I was on a little work vacation. I was doing background extra work for a TV show, and I was in an all-female comedy festival. So yeah, I was a working girl. But whatever, yeah. I was doing stuff. I was busy, having fun. I love New Orleans. New Orleans is like my favorite city to go to. Just a little breather away from wherever I am now. Cause you need that. You just need a change of scenery. So, I had me a good time. But yeah, a lot has been going on. There's so many things that I want to discuss. I don't know if it's gonna be like a double topic or something like that, but like a lot is on my mind. A lot of things are happening. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know if anybody has seen this video on the internet of this man saying that women need to settle. Have you seen this? Have you seen this kind of sassy dude, giving his opinion about why women should settle? Have you seen this video? Check this out.
Listen, some of y'all ladies gonna have to settle. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but listen, everybody can't have a perfect man out here. It ain't even enough of us around. Like, let's be honest. So at the end of the day, we can go ahead and put that 50-50 conversation to rest, because every woman at the end of the day, like, let's be realistic. Come on now. Somebody gonna have to settle, man. That's all I'm saying. All the straight men that's left in the world, a lot of them is in jail. A lot of them married. What do that leave left? Everybody can't have they cake and eat it too. Like, you can't have the best of the best. Sometimes you gotta just go for what you got and be happy and be grateful. Because you can have nothing at the end of the day and be miserable. Come on now. J. Cole said, love yours. I gotta take this in consideration.
Now, I don't know what it is about men giving advice about what women should do, especially when it's not to the benefit of the woman. What would make you think that you would put this on the internet and this would be something good to be out there? And I know it's probably just for views and you're making money off of a controversial bait topic, but seriously, it's many people and men think that way, and I just think it's weird. Women have been settling. You're just telling them to keep doing the same thing that they've been doing. I don't think that anything can get better from that. I have an honest question for men, and I know maybe you're gonna be, oh, whatever, but just why the double standard? Why don't you all embrace emotions or regulate them? Because many situations, I feel like I've been going through the same thing, just different faces. It's like, do men come with the script? Do they come with a manuscript? Because it's like they all say the same things and they do the same things. And I know not all men are the same, but y'all are fitting into like the same mold. It's like if there was a video game, they keep picking the same description. They just change the way they look, but it's the same thing over and over again. You may be wondering, what do you mean? Okay, so whenever I'm talking with my girlfriends and we're having conversations about what men get upset about, it's really weird because we'll get upset about something that you said or have done or lack of response. But then you'll get mad at us being upset for your lack of inconsideration. How does that work? If you weren't inconsiderate to begin with, we would not be having this discussion or this whole. It's like it's a, or. I'll say this: I've been in a relationship where, you know, if I didn't answer my phone, oh, all hell would break loose. So I gotta answer the phone immediately. But if I ask them, how come you didn't answer the phone? Oh, they want to get mad. You can't do that. You can't do that. If I can if you can ask me a question, then I can ask you a question. Okay? You can't get mad about being the dumbass that you are. Uh, that's just how I feel. I I I think society is seeing the lack of effort as a whole collectively when it comes to men in relationships. And the thing about it is, in the first 3 months of the relationship, you're capable, you're doing all the things great, but then it just plateaus, and it's like, we know that you're capable because you've done it before. Nobody would have an issue with anything if you just stay consistent. And I feel like the things that most women want in a relationship is just effort, consistency, and communication. And you know what? None of that shit costs money. These men are so obsessed with gold diggers. You don't have any gold. You don't have any money. But it'd be nice if you would, like, throw us some from time to time. We shouldn't have to ask. You should just be like, you know what? Hey, you want to go get your feet did? Go get a pedicure, girl. Pick whatever color you want. I like neon green. I ain't getting my toes painted neon green. It looks like a biohazard. But just something. It's just really weird. I don't understand the lack of effort in so many dynamics, in so many relationships. Why don't y'all try? And how come men seem to think that they're fine just the way they are? I've it's like arrested development. It is arrested development. Now, I'm not saying this about all men, but I would say that majority of the men that I've dealt with, y'all got some problems. I haven't met a not broken man, in quite some time. And then when I do come across one, he might be a unicorn. You're like, what's wrong with you? The shoe hasn't dropped yet, but something is going to happen. I don't know. That's just me. That's just how I feel. And even then, like, maybe boy moms are to blame. You know, I never understood why anybody gets excited about having a boy. I mean, yay, kudos to you. Is that's what you want? But I couldn't do it. Okay, I know that I couldn't do it. I don't want to do it. I work with little children every day, and the boys, it's a headache. It's a headache within a headache. I don't know. I just don't know why anybody would be excited about having a boy. If I found out I was having a boy, that's why I think they should have late term abortion. Oh no, why would you say such a thing? Well, because I think it would save us a lot of trouble. There was a one child law in China where there could only be one child per household. I don't know what was the purpose. Maybe population control is what they were thinking. But obviously, they preferred boys over girls. So if a firstborn child that was born ended up being a girl, the girl would either be, sent for adoption. Either they would kind of kill the babies or abort them, or they would end up in the trash cans or landfills. But there was a bunch of female fetuses just hanging around because the law preferred boys over girls. So that way they can fit that one child rule. But the thing about that is, now as time has progressed, the elderly in China don't have anyone to take care of them, because being a nurturer or a nurse or taking care of people, I guess, is a female trait. And so they don't have any women to take care of the old people, because the men grow up and they leave. So China has been having those issues when it comes to that law that they established ages ago, which doesn't do them any good. But I always think about this particular theory. What if they had that rule here in America, but they applied it to boys? What if they preferred girls over boys during those times? Just what if? And I also think about this. What if those boys that were non-existent, hypothetically, actually made America great again? It's just something I think about. Because we have all had so many issues with men collectively, we can all write a book about it. Many of us already have. I just don't know why men don't think that there's anything wrong with them. Why they don't think there's anything wrong with not communicating, or why they don't think there's anything wrong with doing the bare minimum, or why they don't think that there's anything wrong with progressing or being better. Like, I don't get it. I don't get how a person can think that they're so capable, but they're not capable. There's no evidence, you know? Also, speaking of evidence, isn't it weird when men say they're so busy, but you see no evidence of the progress of that busyness? Now, the thing about that is, being busy doesn't equal being productive. You could be running around like a chicken with your head cut off. That's pretty busy because you're looking for your head and you can't find it, and you probably never will. So, I just have this visual, of a man, riding a exercise bike, and then typing on a typewriter and playing the drums and answering phones, and like, you're so busy. No one is that busy. No one is that busy. No one. You have your phone in your hand. You choose not to communicate. Who does those things? Children. Children do. I often wonder, what is it that we as heterosexual women, what is it that we're actually attracted to when it comes to a man? Like, what is it? I don't know. Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't know. It's just really crazy because I look at young men, I look at little boys, and then they grow up to become men, but their mind kind of stays the same. And then I wonder, as a heterosexual woman, what is it that I'm attracted to in a heterosexual man if their mind never grows up? And then I wonder, are we the pedophiles? Horrible, horrible thought, but that's where my mind goes. It's just out there and far, far away. But no, they, you wouldn't think that there would be this many issues, these many stories of assault, these many stories of being sexually taken advantage of, the Me Too movement as a whole, all of these things coming into fruition in the year 2024, even with the P Diddy allegations, and it's crazy. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Also, even with the whole P Diddy thing, I just had this epiphany as well. Okay, so check this stuff out. You know how people be like, my favorite rapper is Biggie, my favorite rapper is Pac. And I grew up reading Elin Harris books, and Elin Harris wrote books about men on the down low. And I was just thinking, a lot of our entertainment that's been brought to us has been through the perspective of men suppressing their sexuality. Something to think about, right? just something to think about, because why do you like what you like? Why do you like what you like? What is the influence behind it? And now that all of these things are coming out of the woodworks about certain male behavior, it just tickles me. It tickles me. And even then, like, me personally, I always wanted to be famous, but I don't know anymore. I don't know, because all the stuff that people got to go through to get there. And I feel like we have our own roadmap to fame, and we know what not to do and where not to go, and what sacrifices other people have made. And I don't think I want to do that. I want to stay in my circle of what I know, but I don't want to be taken advantage of in the hopes to aspire for more money. I don't want to sell my soul. I don't want anybody to take advantage of my pink palace. No, I choose Nene. I'm good. I just think it's crazy though. It's funny to me. Like, they're raiding his house today. both of his houses. It's like, did he do it or did he not? Did he do it? Did he? I've been wanting to say that all day. It's funny to me. It's not funny what happens to the victims, but it's funny that he's caught now. I also want to know what he's gonna name names. You know, many a times when something happens to our black celebrities, we always be like, well, maybe. Ain't no well, maybe to this, because everybody's like, he did it. Whatever they say he did it. When it was with R. Kelly, people were like, oh, maybe not, but nah. We know they did those things. We know it. I just think it's crazy how we have to deal with male behavior and their aloofness or them acting like they don't know what they're doing when they know what they're doing is damaging. Even earlier before when I was talking about boy moms, I feel like boy moms enable their sons' bad behavior. It's just really weird how you may go to the mom trying to confide in her and ask her something. And there's been many a times where I've talked to my significant other's mothers and I never ever got a great outcome from it. I remember one time one of my exes, I talked to his mom and she said, what you see is what you get. And I was like, God damn, that's your son. Like she wasn't even really defending him. So that was like, I kind of like, I guess like score for me, but not really, And I do expect them to chastise their sons. That's what I expect them to do, because if I had a son and he was treating his significant other badly, I would chastise him. If he was inflicting emotional warfare on her, yeah, I would say something like, why are you acting like this? I raised you better than this. Did I? Did you? And it's really crazy because he'd be like, no, boys love their moms so much though. They love them like no other. I'm like, you got pregnant, right? By somebody who loved you supposedly. Like, ain't that enough dick for you to love? You got a penis growing inside your body. Oh no. I'm good. No, I feel like as a boy mom, it is your responsibility to teach that young man how not to just love you, but to love other women that come into his life and how to treat and respect them. And I know majority of the times you think you've done it, you think you're doing it, but you have to lead it by example. If your son is seeing you, in some odd situations, or you not taking care of yourself or loving yourself or doing one thing and saying another, or watching you be abused or not taking care of yourself, he's not going to be able to do the same thing for himself or others. It's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me. I'm glad I didn't have a boy. I feel like every mother thinks that their love is going to be able to change him and he'll be a good man. But he's a good man to you in front of your face. That's what y'all don't realize. Or maybe y'all do and y'all just be in denial of it. But I could never have a son and be like, I'm confident in that young man. I just couldn't. I have a class of 25 students and there's one good boy in that class. One. You're lucky that they come out well behaved and well mannered and smart. Yeah, it's like you're rolling the dice just to see what happens. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna do that. So yeah, dealing with men. I'll probably have plenty of episodes in regards to these situations because it's just ongoing. It doesn't stop. Even with certain platforms, panel discussions, and all these men get up here and they all say the same thing. There has to be a script when it comes to being a man because y'all all say the same things. But yeah, I don't know. But since we're talking about saying the same things over and over again, I'm going to bring to you the word of the day. Yes, we all know I need to discuss the word of the day. So yes, I'm going to bring to you the word of the day. Because, yeah, in regards to the situation in dealing with male behavior, what they do to us is a form of insanity. Yes, today's word of the day is insanity. Yes. And there are many definitions for insanity, but the main one that we are all aware of is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. That's insanity. Sometimes I think being heterosexual is a form of insanity. Don't tell anyone I said that. You better not say anything. Men used to go to war for women. If somebody stole somebody's wife, they would go to war and kill the whole fucking area. But nowadays, you can't even get a text back. Whatever happened to the days of when men loved women and they fawned over them and they wanted to do things for them? Like you were the goddess Aphrodite. I mean, we like to be worshipped. Whatever happened to that? But now it just seems men are competing with us.
Do you feel like you're easy to be led?
By who?
In general.
You couldn't lead me.
Remember when women used to be the muses and men would draw on cave walls just at the beauty of a woman? Amazing. But now it just seems really weird. Like men want to be taken care of.
All I can pay is the light bill. As long as she's comfortable enough to say, I'm going to cover the mortgage and all the other stuff, you handle the light bill, baby, you can take me to dinner every now and then. That is fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
No, it's not, sir. That's the bare fucking minimum. You're a billionaire. Come on. Your world is unrealistic enough already. I'm pretty sure the celebrity world is something like Hunger Games, and you should not be giving anybody advice. You can't take advice from anybody whose life doesn't reflect what you want. Yes, Tyler Perry is rich and famous, but who is he with? Who he with? Nobody. He needs to pray to Aphrodite. Shit. Well, thank you again for watching Come On My Couch. I'm your host, Jackie Brown, and it's been lovely to have you, and I'll see you again soon. Y'all take care.
You gotta take your hits, baby. Take your hits, boy. Take your hits. You gotta take your hits, baby.